merugikan kesehatan. Setiap hari di Indonesia, 500 orang meninggal dunia karena rokok.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sabrina Nugraha Mukti and I'm from Management Department. I'm here to share my opinion on smoking in campus areas. Mrs. Fadila, SSMPD, is the English course lecturer and my honorable and beloved fellow students. First of all, I praise and thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala because His grace has made it possible for all of us to assemble here in the best of health. On these very significant occasions, I stand before you today to express my opinion on an issue relevant to all of us, smoke-free zones on campus. Ladies and gentlemen, the campus is a place for learning, development of potential, and installation of ethical values. However, cigarette smoke not only disruptive but also harmful to health and often mars this noble academic environment. My opinion is straightforward. Each time we declare the campus a completely smoke-free zone. Why? The reason is straightforward. The right to public health. It is very important to remember that smoking not only a personal choice when done in public place, it is a threat to others. Non-smoking colleagues, lecturers, and staff have to involuntarily become passive smokers and inhale harmful chemicals in the corridors, in the gardens, and even the parking areas. Thus, the right to breathe peacefully within this educational environment not come before harmful habits. Besides health issues, the topic of smoking on campus is also related to academic ethics and institutional image. As educated people, we are supposed to think rationally and act upon what we learn. Medical data has proven the hazards of smoking. Therefore, in my opinion, smoking on campus shows a disregard for the knowledge we learn and runs counter to the regulations established to safeguard us. What should we do then? What is needed, in my opinion, is not only rules but also discipline and awareness. For those who smoke, I'm not here to judge. I know quitting is not easy. Please, let us just respect others and not smoke on campus. Even that small effort already shows big empathy. Non-smokers should not be indifferent because our courage to boldly reprimand and report violations is one of the real supports for the smoke-free campus policy. A healthy environment is the responsibility of all. Ladies and gentlemen, let's break habits that don't align with campus values. Let's make our campus safe, comfortable, and healthy. With clean air, our study focus will be improved, our health will be ensured, and the image of our institution will be enhanced. Let us all come together to create a healthy campus, an ethical campus, and a smoke-free campus. Thank you for attention. I apologize advance if anything said wasn't to your liking. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Part 2. Simple present tense. Nama saya itu Sabrina Grahamukti, NIM 642500536, kelas 641A25, mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris. Table of contents. Pertama itu ada definition, kedua when to use, ketiga function, keempat formula, patterns, and sentence examples. Yang kelima itu ada time adverbs. Yang keenam itu ada characteristic of simple present tense sentence. Yang ketujuh itu ada question, pertanyaan. Soal. What is the simple present tense? The simple present tense is used to describe regular, routine, or habitual events that occur every day. The simple present tense can also be used to indicate something that is happening right now. When is the present tense used? The present tense is used when someone wants to convey a general event or fact that is happening right now. So, it can be said that a sentence consists of three parts. S untuk subjek, P untuk predikat, C untuk complements. However, only two parts required, the subject and the predicate. Function. Yang pertama itu ada general truth, menjelaskan fakta yang sudah pasti. Maksudnya itu kebenaran yang nggak bisa diganggu-gugat. Jadi simple present tense bentuk kalimat yang menyatakan hal yang konkret. Contohnya itu the sun rises in the east. Matahari terbit di timur. Yang kedua itu ada habitual or daily activities, aka repeated actions, atau mengungkapkan sesuatu yang selalu terjadi berulang-ulang. Dengar kata habit, pasti dapat langsung tebak artinya mudah. Yap, simple present tense juga berfungsi untuk menunjukkan kebiasaan atau kegiatan yang kita lakukan berulang kali. Contohnya itu, my father goes to work every weekday. Ayahku pergi bekerja setiap hari kerja. Yang ketiga itu ada express feelings and emotions, mengungkapkan emosi dan perasaan. Jadi kita bisa mengekspresikannya melalui kalimat simple present tense. Contohnya itu, I am sad to hear your bad news. Aku sedih mendengar berita buruk darimu. She is so beautiful. Dia sangat cantik. Yang keempat itu ada the schedule event in the near future or familiar with future conditions, atau membahas acara dalam waktu dekat. Contohnya itu the birthday party starts from 7 p.m. Pesta ulang tahun akan dimulai pada pukul 7 malam. Yang kelima itu ada command or instruction atau memberi perintah atau instruksi. Jadi kalimat simple present tense berfungsi untuk mengatakan perintah atau instruksi. Contoh kalimatnya itu pour sugar to the glass of water and stir it until they mix it. Yang artinya tuang gula ke dalam segelas air dan aduk hingga tercampur. Noun sentence formula pattern. A nominal sentence is a sentence that uses the verb to be, I am, is, are as the main verb. The verb to be functions as a connector between the subject and the complement, which can be adjective, noun, or adverb. Nominal sentence do not contain an action verb. They simply indicate the state or identity of the subject. Rumusnya itu kalimat positif subjek plus to be plus komplement. Untuk kalimat negatif subjek plus to be plus not plus komplement. Kalimat tanya atau interrogatif to be plus subjek plus komplement. To be am digunakan untuk subjek I komplement noun atau kata benda. To be is digunakan untuk subjek he, she, it, komplement adverb atau kata keterangan. To be are digunakan untuk subjek I, you, they, we, komplement adjektif atau kata sifat. Contoh kalimat positifnya, pertama itu ada she is happy today, negatifnya itu she is not happy today, interrogatifnya is he happy today. Kalimat kedua positif, they are in the library, negatifnya itu they are not in the library, interrogatifnya itu are they in the library. Kalimat ketiga positif, you are my friend, negatifnya itu you are not my friend, interrogatifnya itu are you my friend. Formula sentence, formula pattern. Verbal sentence in the simple present tense use the main verb, verb 1, to indicate the action or activity carried out by the subject, unlike nominal sentence that use the verb to be. Verbal sentence focus on action. An action, verbs that describe daily activities or habits. Rumusnya itu kalimat positif subjek plus verb 1 plus komplement. Kalimat negatif subjek plus do atau does plus not plus verb 1 plus komplement. Kalimat interrogatif do atau does plus subjek plus verb 1 plus komplement. For the subject he, she, and it, at, as, are, as, to the verb in the positive sentence if the verb ends with a consonant y after the consonant before the y. Change the y to e before adding as. Here's an example. Kata kerja dasar verb 1. Play, kalimat positifnya menjadi plays. Go menjadi goes, study menjadi studies, marry menjadi marries. Why does play it an S instead of an ES, even though it ends with the consonant Y, because play is preceded by a vowel A, I, U, E, O before ending with the consonant Y. Here's an example. Obey menjadi obeys, employ menjadi employs, buy menjadi buys, stay menjadi stays, lalu do digunakan untuk subjek I, you, we, they, dan does untuk subjek he, she, it di kalimat negatif dan interrogatif. Subjek he, she, it, verb plus s. Present verbs-nya itu works, learns, walks, talks. Verb konsonan plus y. Studies, marries, carries. Verb s, sh, ca, hx. Present verbs-nya itu passes, watches, washes. Contoh kalimat positifnya itu yang pertama, they play football on weekends. Negatifnya itu, they do not play football on weekends. Interrogatifnya itu, do they play football on weekends? Kalimat kedua positif, the sun rises in the east. Kalimat negatifnya itu, the sun does not rise to the east. Interrogatifnya itu, does the sun rise in the east? Kalimat positif yang ketiga, he drinks coffee in the morning. Negatif, he does not drink coffee in the morning. Interrogatif, does he drink coffee in the morning? Time words or adverbs. Time in simple present tense. The time adverbs while discussed have another term. Adverbs of frequency. In fact, time words aren't always present in every simple present tense sentence. Sentences that use these time words are definitely in the simple present tense. Always, selalu, usually, biasanya, sometimes, kadang-kadang, often, sering, seldom, jarang, never, tidak pernah, 3 times a day, 3 kali sehari, 3 days a week, 3 hari per minggu, once a month, sebulan sekali, every day, setiap hari, every month, setiap bulan. Characteristic of simple present tense sentence. Using verb, yang pertama itu, using verbs in their basic form infinitive or familiar irregular verbs. Example, I play soccer every weekend. Play adalah kata kerja dalam bentuk dasar. Yang kedua itu, use the auxiliary verb do or does for negative and interrogative sentence. For example, she doesn't eat meat. Doesn't sama dengan does not, kata bantu dalam bentuk negatif untuk subjek she. Do you like chocolate? Do, kata bantu untuk pertanyaan dengan subjek you. Yang ketiga, in the present tense, there are usually adverbs of time such as always, usually, often, rarely, never, every day, week, month, year. Example, I always drink coffee in the morning. Question, they, blah, 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 for 3 hours every night. Discussion. Rumus simple present tense adalah subject plus verb 1 S atau ES plus objek. Subjek I, you, we, they. Kata kerja kalimat positif tidak diikuti imbuhan S atau ES. Subjek he, she, it. Kata kerja kalimat positif diikuti imbuhan S atau ES. They merupakan subjek dan kata kerjanya tidak diikuti S atau ES. Maka jawaban yang benar adalah yang A, study. That concludes my presentation. I apologize for any inappropriate language. Thank you for attention. I hope this material has been helpful. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.